Hello there, Chads. Today I want to show you how to add Python to your system's path. And for those who are unfamiliar, when you try to execute different programs on your computer, basically your computer needs to understand where the program is located in order to execute it. So if I try, for example, to open terminal and just run Python, when I type Python and press enter, what the system is doing is it has a file that maps every unknown command that I type into a path of an executable file. So when it says Python, it recognizes that it's an external program, and then it does a lookup for the executable file. So if it's not around, it didn't add it, couldn't add it, had a permission issue, whatever, basically it will throw you an error and you won't be able to run this program by typing Python. So in my case, it's obviously working. And what I usually do after I install Python is I just run Python -- version just to see that it's working and it's working on the correct version. And if not, I can take a look at that. On the previous video, I installed a specific version, which is Python 3.13. And as you can see, it's also working, so it's probably in the path. But let's go through the process of dealing with paths and see how to do it anyway. And the first thing I want to show you, because sometimes I don't remember how to do things, maybe I forget, and in other times there are things I just don't know how to do, and then I investigate and search how to do those things. And there are two ways that I go for when I try to get the answer to a question I have. In this case, how to add Python path to macOS. And the first option is to just Google it. And usually what you'll see if you deal with programming is you'll see a website called Stack Overflow, which is a very good website for these types of questions and answers. And as you can see, someone is asking a question. It might be exactly the thing that you were wondering about. It might be a slightly different thing. And then you get answers, and there are more than one answer. And these are human answers. And basically the answers you see first are the ones who are upvoted the most. So they answer for the majority of the people who are looking at this question. And as you can see, there are good answers here. And usually they are more, I'm more confident in the answers I see here than answers I see in AI assistants, for example. So the other option is to go to something like ChatGPT and just ask it, how do I add my Python path to macOS, and just go with what it says. The thing is that you'll get the answer quicker, but the confidence is not as great as in Stack Overflow, when you get a variety of opinions and answers, and you also get feedback from users saying, yeah, this actually solved my problem. So let's go about it, and we'll try a few of these answers. So I'm using my terminal, and the first thing I see is that I'm using a terminal type called ZSH. And as you can see in the answers here, the first one, it talks about something called bash profile, so bash. So these are different types of terminal. The process is almost the same. I don't need to add the path to this file. I need to put it in the file that ZSH is looking for. So first we need to figure out what's that file. So if I'll try something similar, like instead of bash profile, I'll try zsh, you'll see that I don't have such directory. So I try a few things before I go to different sources. Okay, so let's try to do that ourselves. And one thing I can do here is to go to my folder and then right here, I can just look for something similar to zsh, and if I'm not mistaken, it's this file right here. So it's .z profile. So I'll open that, and there you go. The first thing I see is that Python 3.13 was added to this file. So that means that it would work on the terminal. So if it was missing, I would add it. I would add this. To know what path should I add, I just put which Python 3.13, and that gives me the path that I should add to this file. So I could add that instead of this right here, instead of this thing. So that's it. I hope this helped you. So have a nice one.